Hello, let's solve an Araf puzzle. This is called What Are the Odds? It's by Grant Fikes. I sourced this from GM Puzzles. There's a link in the description. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be splitting the grid into regions. And each region needs to contain exactly two of our circles. Now, the region has the two circles, the number of cells in the region has to be strictly in between the two circle digits. So this would be fine. We're 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. We have a 1 and a 5, and 4 is strictly between 1 and 5. If we were five cells, that wouldn't work because we can't be equal to 5 or larger. So we are allowed to not have we're allowed to have the circles be somewhere in the middle of our region. It's just the total number of cells has to be strictly in between. So we need to end up with every cell as part of a region, and every region has exactly two circles in it with that size restriction. All right, I'm going to get started. So I'm going to give this one a green and then this one a blue. And because they can't connect to each other, we would have, obviously, yeah, I think it's pretty clear why not. Now this green has to escape here. Now it could technically just take this 13. So we have to stop there. We also have this one and this one. I'm going to I'm going to draw some lines as well. I'm going to draw lines between clues that obviously do not connect. And then I'll color from there. Okay. So the problem is I don't know if these ones just go straight to these three. No, they can't. Okay. So we can't get to this 3 because we'd be 3 in size. That's equal to the 3. So I'm going to pick purple for that and orange for that. And purple has to get out. So there's a line between these. Let's draw this line as well. And so now the red has to go down. And then I don't know what's going on with the orange, but oh no, the purple has to keep going. So we don't connect to these because we wouldn't be the correct size. We have to actually get to something bigger. So purple goes one more. Now orange has to go here. There's a split there. So orange takes this 5. It could grow one more. So we don't know what's going on there. The purple can't take the 5. It would be 5 in size, which isn't between 3 and 5. So we can't go there. So we actually go down, which means now the yellow goes down. And now the red has to continue down here. It takes the 7. It could stop there. It could continue. But we're definitely not taking another number, so we can't go there. Purple has to keep going, but it could go either way. What about up here? We've got orange. How about this 5 in here? So let's actually just reuse green and blue here. Green's going to continue out here. I don't know if this takes the 7. It could. What else? We have the 13 and the 13. Those are pretty big, but we don't know, like green or blue could take them. Like I'm pretty safe on these colors all being different. Pretty safe, but we don't know. All right. So what's the next step? What's kind of the forced step here? This is already 5. It's got to get to something bigger than 5, and it's got to be much bigger if we have to go really far. So I'm wondering about this 13 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we could go to this 13. Is there any other viable option? We could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We could make it to this 13. Okay. Just taxi cab distances here. Green could easily go here, but it doesn't have to. Yellow, oh, okay. Yellow actually can't continue here because we'd be 3 long in a 3. So yellow actually continues here, which means purple has to continue here. And it can't take that 5. So this 5 is going to get out this way. Should I give it a color? Should we use brown there? I just don't know if it's also one of these other colors. I guess it's definitely not orange. What else am I missing? I don't think this is any pre-existing color. Let's make this green. But I don't know what to do with it. Red stopping here would be weird, but it's not impossible. What about this here? I mean, the 5 could take the 3. That's the thing. It doesn't have to go this way. So how is this green going to be at least 6 cells? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 up here, right? So it's going to have to come down, but it can't be the brown and it can't be the orange. So green actually does have to come down here to get enough cells. That's still just 5. And if we take this 7, we're not taking that 7, so it doesn't help. It doesn't actually help us grow in number of cells. In fact, this shrinks us down to 4. So we're going to come down again. And that forces blue to do this. And blue's got to keep going, so it takes the 3. And so it could take one more cell. In fact, it has to take one more cell because it's just 3 right now. And then it has to stop. So that's actually our first completed region. Why don't I just make the whole border green so it matches? All right. So what's going on here? We could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that could be green, just like that, but it doesn't have to be. So this 13 just has to be attached to this 1 here. It could stop here. It could definitely grow, obviously, up to 12. Okay, so what am I missing here? I mean, it feels like green just takes these 2, but I can't prove it. But brown's definitely going to have to come down. It needs to be at least 6 large, and even if it took those 2 somehow, we still have to come down here. And then that extends purple, which then extends yellow. And now we know that green goes down. And now red actually has to go down. No, red doesn't have to grow. It has its 2 circles. Already at 4. I feel like the purple takes this 13 and 1 takes this 13. But I mean, it doesn't have to, I guess. It feels like it, though, because we got the pairs here, here, and here. We've got these pairs here. They kind of seem like they take each other, and then yellow takes that, and then purple takes that. I'll keep that in mind, but we have to prove it logically. We can't just vibe that. I mean, we could just vibe it, but not a good idea. Do we want to wonder about this 7? I mean, green could take it, brown could take it. Orange can only go 1 more if it wanted to. Oh, actually, orange does have to grow. Sorry, I often do that where I think that we're at the right size, but we're not. We have to be 4 in size. So actually, orange takes that one, which is big. Because now 7 has to be part of the screen. So we're exactly 6 in size. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is our only choice. And so now brown, 7 has to be brown here. So this is done. This has to be 6 in size, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Purple grows again. And we could take either of these for our 6th one. Yellow grows. And so then what is green doing? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we could easily take this 7. I feel like there's some argument about not being able to connect things. Like this 3 is coming down into here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. So it can't take the 5. It can't take the 3. You could take the 7. Actually, what? How is this working? So this green 3 is going to have to take something over here, the 7 or the 9, and that creates an imbalance in connecting these, right? Because let's just, as an example, let's just say green took this 7, right? So the 3 and the 5. Okay, so the 3 would take the 5. Definitely. And then the 9 would have to take this 5, and then maybe this 9 would take this 13, and then I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how these pair up. Like, okay, let me just color like pairings here. So these would pair, then maybe these would pair. I know my color choices are awful. And then maybe, well, what's this one pairing with? Did I mess up pairings somehow? Because I wonder if I've made a mistake. Oh, the 9 and the 1 could pair up. I think that's what happens. I think these pair up, I think these pair up, and then the 9 and the 1 pair up. And then the yellow goes to this 13, and the purple goes to that 13. Okay, that works. And I think that's what happens. So let's just pick a color other that is better. Let's make these blue. These take each other, and then we're gonna take, like, I think that's the only way this is gonna work is to do that. And then the 3 is gonna take the 7 or the 9. I don't know which one. But it's gonna have to come down here to do it. And we know that yellow's not taking that 7 then, because of the way this worked out. Well, I mean, is it possible that green takes this one and then yellow takes the 7? So if green took the 9 and then yellow took the 7 and then this purple took the 13, the 1 could take the 9, the 5 could take the 13, maybe? I don't know. It wouldn't be big enough, would it? Just needs to be 6 large. Huh. I bet there's a counting argument we could do here. So, but do I want to do a counting argument? I don't know. Counting feels like a last resort here. Just count the number of cells remaining, and then that will kind of tell you how tight the sizes need to be. Okay. Purple's going to take this 13, right? Pretty sure. Brown can't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, yellow technically could. But then, no. So, if anything else took the 13, purple would be blocked off from being able to take anything, right? We'd be creating a barrier, and then, because we can't get around this any other circle to get to 13. So, purple takes 13. This is purple. So we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11-ish. 11 or 12. But I just still don't know what path we take. Brown's going to take one of these two. So can we go around brown? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can't go around brown. So if brown went down there, we couldn't go around it. So that's what brown's doing. And then do we have to beeline straight there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we got a beeline right to the 13. Okay. That was a good proof. I liked that. Does the yellow go to the 13? It could, but I actually don't know that it has to. Because we could easily just do something like this. And then that's 6. That's fulfilled. But I don't know if that breaks anything else. Probably does. This one just has to make it to any other circle, really. I still think this 3 and 5 are blocked off from anything but taking each other. Because green actually does have to come down here now. And so what's 3 going to do but take 5? Okay, so we're going to make that blue. And it has to be exactly 4 big, and there's only one way to do that, which is to take those. Okay. Making progress. And now green takes the 7, as I suspected. It could keep going, but now let's use, I guess, red for this 9 that comes out. It's definitely not taking the other 9. So it comes up here, and then that stops green from continuing. 9 could take this 5 easily, but yellow is going to grow here. So actually 9 does take the 5. So we're only 4. We got to keep going. But yellow is going to go here and here. And then I'm pretty sure that means that yellow is going to take the 13, and then blue is going to take the 9, which means it has to go through there. And then this needs to make it to 6. Oops. And there we go. That's done. All right, that was interesting. So I was right. The vibe was right. Purple made it to this 13. Yellow made it to that 13. These ended up together. These ended up together. These two and these two. So I was right with that analysis, but it was nice to arrive there logically, step by step. Cool. Well, how'd you do?